Melissa Lantsman is a first-term Conservative MP from the GTA, the Toronto area. She joins me now. And if you watch anything to do with Parliament, when there was question period, you would see her standing up, and she would oftentimes ask the first question, the second question, and sometimes the third question of Justin Trudeau, and she'd get no answer. I want to put it to you, first of all, your questions are terrific. The answers are non-answers. Why or how do people accept? How do you accept those non-answers?
Well, I don't, and I ask those questions again, but it's not called answer period.
But you never get an answer.
No, it's not called answer period. It's called question period. And we consistently don't get answers. And then the media doesn't ask for follow-ups, and there are no follow-ups in committee. This government gets away with no answers and no accountability.
So how is that possible in democracy? And I'm showing my age here, but in the 80s, if this Prime Minister's father stood up and did that time after time, day after day, month after month, he'd be out of office faster than he was out of office. I mean, because as you say, the opposition and then the press would pick up on it, and then people would say, we need answers. Now, neither the press nor Canadians are saying, we want answers.
You're absolutely right. And I think there was a time where if the minister didn't perform, and there's been plenty of that, even just this summer, there would be a resignation. There would be another minister appointed. We haven't seen any of that yet. There is no accountability in this government, and I think Canadians are starting to notice.
Well, in Britain, I mean, there's a new prime minister now because the other prime minister got caught having a drink against the COVID rule, for having a drink.
Well,
and now he's gone. Here we have ministers who are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to racists who said, shoot the Jews in the head. And they've been there for months and months, and they're still there.
You're absolutely right. Not only that, we know that ministers have known for some time and then didn't act accordingly. But again, I think asking these questions are the important part, and I think Canadians are waking up to the fact that they're getting no answers.
So you're up in front row center asking questions, and I have a personal question to ask you. I'm sure that people watching are interested in it, is you're a first-time MP, and you're one of the first people up asking questions. There's all kinds of Conservative MPs. How'd you get that job? Because you're short and persistent?
Look, I think the questions are good. I think the answers are still particularly horrible. And I'm part of a really good team, and I've got to play a really exciting role in my rookie year.
Well, absolutely. So when you go back to your constituency and you meet with constituents, what are they saying to you about your performance and the government's non-answers to you?
Well, I think they're asking the same questions as I do. Look, the constituency is on board with anything that we've been asking. I've had the privilege of being the transportation critic. That means we talked about restrictions. That means we talked about ArriveCan. That means we've been able to question the Prime Minister on just the lack of accountability and his ministers' their ministers' performances throughout this whole thing. So I think they agree.
You've been giving good performances. Melissa Lantsman, thank you very much. 3 minutes. Please stay tuned to keep informed about the latest policy issues. We all need to sharpen our game, because if we don't, we could end up with another Justin Trudeau government, and we don't want that. So please subscribe, tell your friends about the show, and if you can, PayPal, because that guy behind there, he wants to get paid. He does a very good job.